Omo, Showre is fully out for Nigeria this time around. In fact, the kind of things Showre is revealing these days is kind of scary. It's scary. And some of the things he said in this video are things I believe a lot of people are not even aware of. Now, listen to some of the things he mentioned here.
I can tell you this, and this is a hard truth that Nigerians have not been told. You see, most of the parts of the Southeast are no longer Nigerian territory, because one of the signs of your territorial control is your flag. You can't put a Nigerian flag on most of the southeastern part of the country. Maybe it's only in Enugu that you can find a Nigerian flag flying. There are no more schools where you can teach anything about Nigeria. Even in this Abuja, we're going around the markets. We had a guy carrying a flag. They said, no, we don't want Nigerian flag around us. That shit tells you how deeply people.
But let me ask you, Showre.
I feel like Nigeria never ended the civil war against Biafrans.
Do you think that there's something that could be done consistently? And you know very much how Americans take the Black American history.
Yes.
And in some part of, in some states in America, they pay attention to their curriculum to study Black American history.
Yes.
And there's the Civil War. And there are those who say that healing comes from, but a lot of people still believe that the blacks or the colored person in America is an endangered species.
Yes.
But in South Africa, we saw what happened. In Rwanda, we saw what happened. How reconciliation and healing could happen. I'm not sure we've had a national conversation about the Nigerian Civil War of, between 1966 and
1967 to 1970.
Yeah, 70. Do you think there's anything that could be done? It doesn't look like we have walked away from the growth is still hot.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You know, I would say, like, if I was sitting in Nassau Rock today as president, I would go to the Southeast and apologize for the Civil War, no matter who's up for it. And then I would start a process of dialogue and national healing to say, look, people will say somebody abandoned his property. There's nothing like abandoned property, but you forcefully take someone's property and never give them back. Somebody who was a billionaire or a millionaire, you fight them in a war, 4 million people died. You just woke up and say, no victor, no vanquish. But there was a victor, there was a vanquish, because the vanquish got 20 pounds. The victor got billions, walked away with the property of the person who they claim is abandoned. And then subsequently, they keep finding in your relationship with them that there's hatred, there's animosity, and there is a desire to always oppress and suppress them in the civil service. Jonathan told me one thing, and probably I'm not supposed to reveal, but I will say, he said when he made Ihejurika, the chief of army staff, he came to him and said, this is unbelievable. You have
an able man.
Say an able man. Say, nobody trusts him. It came to him, he said, all of them started coming and said,
things what people say about Kaduna and Seugu.
Exactly.
And the 1976 coup and how they thought that.
So, but we have not walked that part. I didn't fight during the Civil War, so I don't have any business sustaining the Civil War. I was born in 1971, but I knew I could smell the gunpowder all around us. And I think this is part of how we can start our national healing. Release now they can call for dialogue, get everybody to sit down, including those who for people. Gowon is still around, Let all of them sit across the table and say, look, we want to confront one of our ugliest past, which is the Civil War.
I think,
and because we are confronting our past in the Niger Delta region. You are forgiving Kesarawiwa, likely driven by the need to go and start re-exploitation of oil from Ogoniland. But you could see that those are work. You meet all the militants, they used to be hiding, now they are billionaires. Tompolo just donated 10 billion naira to Delta State. He's probably richer than Delta. So if, for instance, you had continued fighting the insurgency in the Niger Delta region, probably they will have shut down the entire oil production in the country by now.
Sure.
You are looking at insurgents, Boko Haram, bandits. You are meeting with them. You even grant them the opportunity to come to your meetings with their RPGs and their magazines. They come. You even send delegation to attend their children naming ceremonies. And then there's a guy whose only weapon, regardless of what they tell you, that you could provide in public, is a radio broadcast.